Okay, now if we this is the activity that you guys did, right? This is the activity that you guys did, and I just want to go over it just really quickly for those of you that are still maybe having a little bit of trouble with how these parameters move the graphs. Okay, so bear with me. This blue dotted graph is the y, or f of x, equals absolute value of x, right? We should know that by now. And the h value is tucked right inside there with the x, and as h changes, it moves the graph horizontally. Okay? That's what h is. And we started off with h and k because the shape is not changed, it's just the whole graph moves. The next one we studied was this k value. So if we have a parabola, a portion of a parabola, and if we move k, that's the number that's outside of the function, right? That's outside, and it moves up and down. So as k moves here, the graph moves up and down. Everyone seeing that? Okay. Maybe this is not the one I was working on. I was trying to, let's see if I did this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is the one I was supposed to be showing you. So for this one right here, we have f of x equals the square root of x. So you don't really know too much about those functions. We're going to study those coming up in this course yet. But this is sort of what it looks like, this blue graph over here, okay, this dark graph. Now, if we multiply the x inside the function by -1, that's a -1, and that is it the a value or the b value or the h value or the k value? What is -1 here? B, right. So if we multiply, if b is -1, then you see that the graph flips about the x-axis, okay? Y-axis. The y is a line of symmetry, let's say, and it rotates around that. Okay, very important. Negative b value is makes the y-axis a mirror. Okay, now this is the a value. If a is -1, right, we see that we have the same function, but if we have a is -1, then it flips it about the x-axis vertically. Because remember, these are all the y values. They're described by this. X to the power of 1/2. Those are the y values. And so if you take all of the y values and multiply them by negative, each positive y value becomes negative. Okay? So if you have the 0.5 and 2.236, well, we're going to have on the transform graph, it's going to be 5 and -2.236. Okay, then we move to the stretches. Okay, a and b, as we change those values, those are the stretches. So if we have the blue graph is just a kind of a regular absolute value function. As a increases, right, it gets stretched up. As a decreases, it gets pressed down. And of course, when a is negative, it's flipped about the x-axis there, right? So there's 1, and here is 2 right there, and notice that each y value, so that 2 has become 4 on the new one because everything has been stretched up. It's not actually compressing it this way, it's pulling it up, so it looks like it's being pulled up. Okay, so that's a. Okay, yeah, this one's just focusing on a between 0 and 1. It compresses it downward. And okay, well, I didn't see a b value, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to fast forward here, and I want to go through. Okay, let's just do a couple of these examples again. You guys most of you have done this already, but just as a reminder, if I wanted to move this graph down so that it lines up with these stars, what do I have to do? Do I have to put a number in front? Do I have to put a number inside with the x, or do I have to put a number out here and add or subtract? Which one am I moving? The
y value.
Yeah, I'm moving the y value, right? So that is the k. So here I have to subtract maybe, I don't know, maybe 5, and now that'll line up with those stars. And in this little activity here, you let the balls roll, and if they hit all the stars, you win, right? You win nothing. But okay, so this one here, don't worry about this function. This is a strange function, right? It's really weird. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to move this function, it looks like, over to the left. So what do I have to do? I have to change this number right here. And if I want to move it to the left, what should I type in there? I want to move it to the left about 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 spaces or so, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to put in do I put negative or positive in here? Like, is this going to be x plus something or x minus something to move it left? It's going to be x plus something to move it left. Yeah. So if I put a 4 in there, look at that. It moves the graph just straight left. Now, I don't know if that's going to be quite enough because I have to hit all those stars. That actually looks pretty good. So let's see how we're doing. Hit 1, hit 2. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's awesome. Okay. So this one here, change one number. Well, I'm going to have to move this to the right somehow. So again, I should put in a negative, maybe a 4 there. You see that? So I need to move it to the right. So it's going to be x. Really, this is minus 4, x minus 4. Okay. So let's just, I think you guys are kind of getting this here. Let's do some mixed transformations now. Okay. So this one here, I need to move this, it looks like over to the right, and I need to move it up because here's the general shape, right? So I need to move it to the right and up. So that is going to be H and K I need to change. So if I need to move it right, do I put plus something or minus something? Minus. And I want to move it over probably maybe 4 units, I don't know, maybe 4, let's try 4. Okay, that pulls it over 4, awesome. If I want to move it up, I have to add or subtract something outside there. Add. So plus, how much should we move it up there? Maybe, sorry? 2? Okay, let's try 2. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That might work. That might work. I don't know. We might have to back it off a little bit, but let's just see if we're going to hit all those stars. Oh, we just got them. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. This one. Okay, change 2 things here about this one. So just so you can see that a bit better. All right. Well, I clearly need to move this graph to the left, right? And if I moved it to the left about 4 units maybe, let's see if that does it. So I'm going to put 4 here, right? Ooh, no, not there. I'm going to put 4 over here. Where do I need to put 4? Inside. Plus or minus?
Plus.
It's going to show up as a plus, yeah. So plus 4. Hey, there we go. Now, clearly, this is not quite the same shape as these stars show here. So I'm going to try and stretch it up. So what number should I change to stretch it up vertically? The A value. So that's in front. So let's make that a, well, what about 2? Too much. So what about, funny, eh? 1.5. Still too much. What about 1.2? That's looking better. I'm actually going to move that over a little bit more. I'm going to make it minus, 4.3. H is negative 4.3. And you know what? I'm going to move that, I might make that up a little bit. Let's go 3. Oh, that's looking really good. So you see how we're moving those parameters to stretch and to slide? So if we launch those, touchdown. Success. I like that big success, right?
That was easy.
Hey, just like, this is good stuff. Okay, I don't like this one. Don't like that one. Okay, this one here, let's see. Oh, this is the last slide. So this one, I don't like this one either. Anyways, we have to flip it down. We have to move it over. We might have to change the stretch there too, right? So we're going to move this to the left. So I'm going to go plus about 2, I would say. I need to flip it. So which one flips it this way? Is it the A value? Yep, it is A value. Awesome. Okay. I need to go down maybe 1 unit or so. So where do I do that? The K out there, right? So let's go minus, what did I say? 1? Okay. Pretty good. I'm not going to hit those stars though. I need to either stretch it out this way, right? Or I need to compress it vertically. So I can adjust B, or I can adjust A. Now if I try and adjust B, put a 0.5 in there, what just happened? In 1.3, I showed you this when I taught you 1.3. Remember that this has to be factored in here. So this now, I'm moving this over actually 4 units now, not 2. So watch this. If I put a set of brackets in here, then that straightens things out. So your B value, okay, and the H value, you have to have this factored inside there. Okay. So that needs to be far less than 0.5. Ooh, that looks really good. My only issue is this ball, are these balls going to go on both sides? Because that looks really, that's disappointing right there. See, that, I don't know, that sucks. Okay, so that's the trick with this one. You can play with this for quite a while actually, but if we made this a little flatter, like I'm going to change my A value to, you know, maybe like, what, 0.5? That's pretty flat, but now I got to move it down. So I'm going to go 1.7, too much, 3, ooh. Oh boy, what do you think? That blasted balls, go the other way. Okay. All right. So anyways, we're going to play with this for a little while and we'll see. But I think the flatter you make it, the better chance that they'll go either way. So this is a tough one. This is a tough one. Okay. Let's just try. Okay, let's try that. I'm gonna see this star is gonna get hit when the ball drops, so it doesn't have to be near that star. We just have to make sure these 4 are covered. So I'm gonna go to like the -6. Boy, it's not gonna. Let's see. Come on, come on. Ah. All right. So if I move that a little bit more left, I wonder if that would work, like 0.05 or something. See, I moved it a little bit more left, and the balls are all gonna go that way. Yeah. Okay. So, any ideas? Any ideas? Because I'm struggling here. What do you think? Any ideas at all? Where? Here? 0.025, you think? Okay. Whoa, yeah, let's try that. Come on! No. I think the issue is this has to be super flat. You don't think so, hey? No, you flat out disagree with me, hey? Well, here's the thing. I don't have to worry. That's fine. I don't have to worry about this star. This one, will the ball hit this? Yes. Will the ball hit this? Yes. I just got to make sure that the balls go either way. So, boy, let's see what we got. Come on. 2.015?
Make it pointy. That's what I did not have it. It has to be pointy board. It has to be pointy.
It has to be what?
Like pointy.
It has to be pointy, more pointy?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You think it should be more pointy?
Yeah.
So you think I should not have this low?
Yeah. Stay golden, pointy.
Like this? I think you guys are crazy, but anyways. So now we need to go up, so that can't be 1.6 so much. What do you think? More to the left? Okay. Thanks for that. That's really good. Thanks. No, that was a great suggestion. That was super good. So now what are we going to do?
Make it more pointy.
More pointy?
Yeah.
Do one.
Yeah.
Well,
Nine.
oh, point. Not 0.1. You mean 1?
Oh.
Yeah.
2.0 what? 1? Oh, yeah, that's definitely it. Ah! Success! All right. See, now, just through this one little activity here, I'm sure you've learned more than I could teach you in 2 weeks. Okay. But you see how we're moving things up, flattening, you know? Yeah? See that? My diabolical scheme to actually teach you something through games. Okay. All right. There you go. Hope that's making some sense.